What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Arsenal Crew. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and done a video with you guys. At the moment on the channel it's mainly just been match pictures and the training pictures, which you guys have been enjoying, but obviously this is another part of the channel where I will sit down and talk with you guys about Arsenal related things. And in this video I'm going to be talking about transfers, and specifically January transfer targets. People that I think that we should be going out and getting that are possible. I'm not saying about maybe, I don't know how you'd use an example, like Benzema, for instance. I don't think that he will come in January, but I'd like to see him come to Arsenal. It's not one of the, it's going to be basically players that are that can come in the January transfer window, basically. So I've got 5 transfer targets for you guys, and see if you let me know if you agree with me in the comments below or disagree with me. If you disagree with me, leave your transfer targets down below in the comments section. But the first player is Ruben Neves from FC Porto in Portugal. He's 18 years old, defensive midfielder. He's already got caps for the Portuguese national team. At 18 years old, if a player's already got caps for their national team, especially like a big country like Portugal, he's got to be something special. And he is. He's a very, very strong, very nippy, skillful defensive midfielder. Sort of in a similar way to Coquelin, but maybe a little bit more skillful than Coquelin is. But a similar sort of defensive midfielder to Coquelin, to another defensive midfielder that I will be talking about later on in this video, which is another target for us. But Ruben Neves from FC Porto is my first transfer target. And my next transfer target is William Cavalia, who we've been linked with him for what, a year, 2 years? But he is staying at Sporting Lisbon until now. Hopefully we can get him in the January transfer window. Obviously, staying in the Champions League is going to help us get some of these players, because we can say, look, we've got Champions League football. Don't go to Manchester United, they don't have Champions League football. Come to us, we are in the Champions League at the moment. And it's a big plus for players, so we do have an advantage over teams like Manchester United, who are now not in the Champions League. And William Carvalho, if we can get him, it would be an amazing signing for us. He is at the same level as Coquelin, and he would really push Coquelin, and Coquelin would really push him to get better. Sort of like the left-back position that we've got at the moment with Monreal and Gibbs. Each player is pushing one another to improve, and it's brought out the best in both players. I think if William Carvalho does come to Arsenal, then it's going to be a similar sort of thing. They will both improve dramatically, because they'll both have each other pushing, because that is one thing that I am worried about. It doesn't seem likely to happen at the moment, but with Coquelin, I'm just worried that he's not going to have any competition in that position. Arteta is past it. Flamini, he is doing well at the moment, but how long can he keep it up for? And he's not really at the same level as Coquelin is, so I don't know. He just needs someone right up behind him at the same level he is, pushing him to be the best player he can possibly be. And I think William Carvalho is the perfect player for that. The next player, and we don't really get linked with him, but I thought I might put him in this video just because I personally think he would be an amazing signing for us. You guys, you might disagree with me with this. You might agree with me. Like I said, let me know in the comments below. But the third player is not a defensive midfielder. It is a striker, and it is Romelu Lukaku from Everton. I personally really like him. I am a massive fan of Lukaku. And he's just everything. If you could design a ideal built for the Premier League striker, you would probably build him. He's just powerful, strong. He's not really slow. He's actually got a bit of pace about him. He's got a mean shot. If we sign him with our team round him, he could improve massively, and he could become, and I'm going to say it right now, he could become one of the best strikers in the Premier League. I personally think with our squad, Lukaku up front, it would just be perfect. Giroud is doing well at the moment, but he is getting on a bit. I think he is 30. I think he's 30, 29, 30, something like that. So he's getting near the end of his career. He's at the moment where he should be peaking, but from now sort of after this season, maybe next season, he'll start to decline. And we need someone to step in. Yes, we've got Walcott. Yes, we've got Welbeck, but Lukaku would be ideal. A powerful, fast striker is anything you want. And he's very, very young, so he's got years to improve. But Lukaku is the third player on my transfer wish list for January. The fourth player on my January transfer wish list is the player that I was talking about that is completely sort of opposite to Coquelin, and that is Wanyama. We are being linked to him at the moment quite strongly. I personally think before all these rumours came out about him, before it was the major link, we have been linked with him before he went to Southampton, but at the moment it has really hotted up at the moment. But before that, I've always liked Wanyama. I've always liked him. He just seems like a very imposing player on the pitch, much like Lukaku. A very imposing player, and he will impose his strength and his weight of his body on the opposition players. He's the opposite to Coquelin. Coquelin normally won't go through players very often. He does do that sometimes, but not as much as Wanyama does. And Coquelin normally, because he doesn't have as much strength and height, he normally waits for players to bring the ball down, then go through them or then tackle them. Wanyama, he's strong, he's powerful in the air, he can jump, he can push players out the way. He is just would be an ideal player for Arsenal, and he's probably a little bit lower down in my personal ranking than Coquelin and William Cavalia, but he can get up to that level and he can improve a hell of a lot, I think. Like I said, with our squad round him, we've got an amazing squad at the moment. It's just a shame that we've got a lot of injuries, but in some aspects it's good to have these injuries, because then that forces Arsene Wenger to go and buy some more players, because then he realises that we don't have enough players. Then he'll go and buy some more, hopefully. But Wanyama is the fourth player on my transfer wish list for January. The final player, the fifth player, is Riyad Mahrez from Leicester. He just recently scored a hat-trick for Leicester. He is doing amazing for them. He is a very versatile player. He can play on either wing. He can play cam. I think he can even play striker sometimes if you really desperately need him to. He can play literally across the entire front four. And it would be a good player for us to sign. Another versatile player. Because with the amount of injuries that we have, we need as many versatile players as possible. Players that can play in loads of different positions. Like we've got Callum Chambers, who can play at right back, centre defensive mid. It helps when we've got all these injuries, because you can go, right, you can go there, you can go there, you can go there. This player, he can play anywhere along this. So this player here, say Walcott, likes either being a striker or right wing, but doesn't like going on the left that much. Riyad Mahrez, doesn't matter. You can fit him into any position and he can do the job there, and he doesn't mind being sort of shunted around, because he gets shunted around a lot at Leicester. One game he'll be playing on the right, next game he'll be playing on the left, next game he'll be playing in the cam position. He's one of those players that are very, very versatile. So he is my fifth and final player on my transfer wish list. Make sure you're leaving a comment in the comment section below for your thoughts. Who should we sign? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Leave it all in the comment section below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.